they could feel accepted, they could feel that they could have a really, really good experience with maybe the next door neighbor, or, you know, to be able to cook ethnic foods without somebody thinking they're strange, you know. And then to have children come and visit, talk to the children about how things used to be and how they could be. And like in our tribe, we have a lot of the elders telling us, you know, in terms of the things that we learned when we were little, like, you know, don't go outside after dark, and, you know, you don't step over people, and to be able to have a lot of respect for your elders, and just, you know, a lot of those I guess the virtues or whatever it is that we learned from our grandparents. And that's kind of how we thought, you know, a place where elders could feel comfortable, and, you know, singing as you're going down the hallway and nobody would say anything to you, how strange it is, you know, so.
I do that.
All right. Does anybody have any questions?
I wanted to ask a question about the community room, and I know that you had an artist that was interested, but he must have had conversations with you about what you'd like to see here. And I know that the building's shaped like an eagle, and it feels like you're outside of the city. It doesn't feel like we're in the city. So it must have been very intentional when you looked at this land and said that we would like it this way, facing this direction. The eagle's head is facing toward the east.
Mm-hmm.
So you must have had lots of conversations about all that, including the pole that you're sitting next to.
Mm-hmm.
Every apartment has that tree
Mm-hmm.
into it. And then the not only the library that we're in now, how it's welcoming and sunny, but the community room draws a lot of people. It's like a community center.
Mm-hmm. And I think we thought about a lot of those things that have come to be, and to be a part of the lodge, you know, like the lodge poles, you know, in all of the rooms, and kind of to be, you know, the doors made from wood, and, you know, stuff like that. And I think a lot of the things Dennis had talked about, and this is how I think it would look good. You know, he would say he kind of really gave a lot of suggestions as to, you know, how an elder's lodge should be. So, and we were really happy with his suggestions, that he had his recommendations, and to be able to have, you know, like a really, really nice big lawn, you know. So.
And then were all of the founders Ho-Chunk, or were there other tribes represented in that founding group?
The housing committee that we had consisted of, I think, about maybe 3 or 4 others, and I think a couple of them were Dakota, and I can't remember the other ones that were interested, and they really went along with, you know, whatever suggestions that we had, and kind of like to be able to, as they say, kind of fine comb every suggestion, and how is this going to work, and is it going to work, and maybe we don't think it's going to work, and just, you know, stuff like that. And we're kind of wondering about the different things, and seems to me like we spent a lot of time, even with just a building, to be able to find out if this is something that's, if elders are going to be able to get along and to, to be able to live here and like it and, kind of feel at home, kind of not based on maybe non-native structure or, however that is, because when the architect, he really put a lot of time into thinking about how each and every part of this place was going to be, kind of okay with elders. So that is really that we left up to him to be able to design it, and every so often he would come and show us what he had and does this look okay, and so it was a work that was done by a lot of people, kind of even in the background, that we asked, even like a lot of the older people, is this someplace where you think you would like to live, and do you think it's okay to put a door here, or is it okay to do this and that? And so we checked with them, every once in a while to see if it was acceptable.
I vaguely remember a community survey going out. I know that there were articles in the Circle, but it seemed to me that you saw input from a widespread group in the community give input into what was needed.
I think that we decided right off the bat that was going to have to be, I mean, we could think of a lot of things on our own, but we weren't elders at the time, so we figured that we might as well, try to get input from them too. So.
What is you've been here many times over the years since Elders Lodge was built. Is there one thing that you would have added or made sure that was here that you talked about that maybe let go to the side, or are you, is there something that you would change at all or strengthen?
I don't think so. I don't think so, other than, maybe during the course of the summer, I imagine you must have maybe somebody coming and putting up a teepee for 2 weeks, or, putting up a wigwam, like we call it, chipurake, to put it up, and, kind of, so, like, maybe when kids come over, they can experience that, this is a plains teepee, and this is, woodlands and stuff like that. And so I would think that things like that could happen, and I don't know how big your place is, and I don't know how big a lacrosse team needs, but
we've had a couple powwows out there, these traditional powwows, about three of them since I lived here. I lived here for 9 years. Emma's lived here, a good part of the time that Elders Lodge has been open. Have there been many powwows here?
Just those 3 you're talking about.
Have there been other activities like the kind that Betty's been talking about? More cultural teachings happening here?
Not that I know of. Oh, there's some people that come and teach the language.
The language tables.
is that for
Ojibwe and Dakota.
Ojibwe and Dakota? Oh, okay.
Language tables. They've been real brief, and only because of the funding that was available. But it's like, even knowing that, It's like, for me as a board member, it's inspiring to think about. Yeah, it's like have have that have that vision more aligned with what you were thinking of when you started talking about this place here. It sounds like, I mean, even though it feels like a community center here, and I really enjoy that,
Mm-hmm.
it's the impression I have is that you wanted this to be a welcoming place for all community,
Mm-hmm.
and that we could do many, many different things beyond having an apartment.
Right, because elders have a lot of experiences, and they have a lot of um, lessons that they would love to pass on to the younger generation. And one of the things is that we're always talking about resiliency, being able to bounce back from something that you've experienced. And I know that a lot of the elders have really, really good lessons in that area where, being down and out, or, you know, somebody, you know, kind of reacting with racism to you, or, just something that I think it would really, really be good, even to be able to maybe one night a month or 2 nights a month or whatever, to be able to welcome whoever wants to come and talk about